Good day, welcome. Viewers, today we are going to have a look at the Kawasaki KLR650. It's a 2009 model, I believe. Viewers, the KLR650 is a motorcycle that has proven itself over and over and over again throughout the entire globe. Whether doing on-road, highway, off-road, everywhere it goes, people love them. They are highly reliable and dependable motorcycles. However, I believe that when you're talking about reliability, it's a relative term. It will depend on how well that machine is treated. And not only motorcycles, boats, cars, trucks. I believe that if you service a vehicle regularly, as it should be serviced, it will be dependable and reliable for as long as possible. But if you don't expect it to be reliable. Don't expect it to be dependable. Unfortunately, the bike we have here today is one of the latter. It's been neglected, I'd say, its entire life. But the last part of its life was pure abuse. Unfortunately, the bike came to me on 26,000 kilometers about 2 years ago. I checked the valve clearances, I went through it, I put new brakes in the front and at the back, brand new chain. I serviced it completely from head to toe. I did everything, fixed everything. The bike was 100%, went back to its owner. The owner then had a friend who didn't have a vehicle to get to work and back. So the owner of the bike then decided to lend this person the bike. Unfortunately, the bike was then severely abused. When the bike came to me to have it repaired, I'll put up a photo of it or two. Have a look at that. You'll see the way everything is absolutely covered in filth and dirty. You'll note the indicators at the back broken off. It's bad. So it requires a lot of attention to get it back to spec. So there's a lot of things I need to do to the bike, which I'll take you along with me. The first is the rear brake, that the owner's dog decided to have a taste of the hydraulic pipe between the brake pedal at the back and the caliper. So the pipe was completely torn up. I had to replace the pipe. Luckily, I have a hydraulic place nearby who made a new pipe for me. So I installed that. So let's have a look at what we have on the table and then we'll go out to the bike. Okay, as you can see, these screws, I cannot put that back into the bike. This is all for the rear rack that has the base plate for the top box on it as well. Now the rack is broken in some places. The plastic is very brittle, it's old, so it will need to have some strengthening up. As you can see here, I bought new hardware for it. Cannot wait to install all these pretty things. This is the type of hardware that was in it. Some of it original, some of it not, worn out, bent, corroded. I'm not going to put that back in. Okay, so this is the first thing. This is the handguard that this side is bent. So I'll need to make a plan there. Also, the screw that goes into the side of the handlebar is severely bent. That screw I still need to replace. This is the condition of the indicators for the back. So I'm sure that you can see that these are no longer functional. Unfortunately, these are ridiculously expensive if you can find it. So I bought different ones. I did get lights that do fit. I did get indicators that fit into this original cavity for these indicators, so that is nice. I did buy the smoked ones. Unfortunately, they came and they are not just smoked, they are black. But be that as it may, at least it's not broken. It looks actually decent, as you can see. I used the original plates, mounting plates for it. I'm very happy with those. I hope they are bright enough. Then the air filter over here, I took it out and I washed it. I'll have to wash it again. It's not completely clean, but I will be washing it and re-oiling it, and I'll put that back into the bike. I bought the Castrol Activo oil for it, new oil filter. I still need to get the spark plug though. Then I'll have to have a look at the chain. But for now, let's go out to the bike. Let me show you what we have going on. All right. As you'll see, I have removed the tailpiece. As you probably noticed in the photo in the beginning of the video, the plastic part that comes over here for the tailpiece, I don't know what happened to it, but the paint is flaking off it. I don't know what the guy did to it, but yeah. Okay, so that's happening there. You'll note here, I put on a new hydraulic pipe for the rear brake. It's actually not a bad looking bike. He had the bike repainted a few years ago. I believe it was originally blue, but he had it painted. You'll note this nice gloss black with a matte black KLR. It's nice. The side panels is also glossy, and it says in matte black 650. It looks nice. It's really not a bad looking bike. So you'll see at the end when we're done with it, it's really good. Let's go a bit closer. Okay, as you'll see, as I said, it's not a bad looking bike at all. I need to still inspect the front brake. I also want to replenish the brake fluid in that one. So I'll bleed out all the old fluid and put in new fluid. I have washed this bike now 3 times already, so it does look a lot better than it did. The previous time it came, I repainted the whole exhaust. I cannot believe how well it's kept up. It's only this part, so I'll have to repaint it again, but geez, it still looks good, eh? Okay, I've installed the tank pad the previous time it was here. You'll note there it's on 33,000 kilometers. It has heated grips by Oxford. You'll note there that it only has one hand guard. That one is still on the bench. After it came here the previous time, I stick these carbon fiber stickers on here because these brackets for the hand guards was installed upside down. So it made deep grooves into here when you turn the handlebars both sides. So I corrected these and I'll stick these on here just to hide that scratches, the bad scratches. So I think for today, let's start it up and then let it idle for a while, and then we'll dump the oil and replace the oil. But before we do that, I just want to show you this new hydraulic pipe for the rear brake. You can see that's a brand new pipe with new copper washers. I think it came out well. I'm still going to have to wash this bike a few times, a good few times, to just get it up to a good looking bike again, but yeah, it's not bad at all. Okay, so while it's idling there, I'm going to go ahead and remove this belly pan so that I can gain access to the drain plug. That's it. The dirtiest carpet you've ever seen. That's my that's my carpet I always use when I service things. Okay, I'm getting ready to drain the oil. I just want to show you here. The filter for this bike is a Biflow Filtro HF123. So another thing that you need is a copper washer. I don't have one with me at the moment, but I do have one. When I go to clean the sump nut, I will look for it. It's somewhere in the garage, I'll find it. So you'll see that disgusting oil bucket, which I always use. And it has a cap that you can remove here. So what happens is when I'm done with the oil, with getting it out of the bike, I'll um I'll dump that oil into a 2 liter bottle through that cap, an old 2 liter bottle, and then I'll take it to my nearest recycling center for them to have it recycled. That's it. That nut is loose now, so let me just wipe it off, and then we'll take it off. Okay, so the oil is almost finished draining. It's quite black, I have to say. It's black. It's pitch black. So you need to be careful with this one. But I need to get the flat screwdriver. It's coming a bit. Be careful for the exhaust. It's hot. Gonna have to get the flat screwdriver. Okay, here we go. Carefully. Sprout out very carefully. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there for now. As you saw, it's dripping quite a lot. What you can do here, you can move these newspapers this way. Oh, that's it. Now you can make a note of this. It has a shoulder here. This shoulder needs to go in this way. This needs to go into that cavity there. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to clean this cavity, and there's a lot of oil in here, as you can see. But I don't want to do that with my rag, because I want to try and use my rag for more jobs than only this one for today. But okay, it doesn't seem like that I'm going to be able to do that. What I've done here is I have written the kilometers of the bike's service on this thing. Maybe I should write the date as well. Here you go. Nice, late in the afternoon. It's a good time to do a good job. I have to tell you, our spring starts on the 1st of September here in South Africa. So it's the 4th day of spring, and it's already piping hot. Yesterday we saw temperatures of 30 already. So I think this is going to be a long and a hot summer. So I'm wiping off the spin, nice and clean. So what you do is simply push it through here, like that. That's it. It's in. On nicely. Now, this arrow needs to point up. Okay. Grab the two screws of it. Grab my T-wrench here. Just want to ease it in slowly and evenly. Nice. Don't give the one side too many turns and the other side not enough, because then it's not even. Don't over tighten this, guys. If you over tighten this and you strip out the thread in here, it's a day you're gonna remember for a negative, for all the negativity of it. Clean the frame. I'm not too worried about cleaning the frame at this stage because the engine at the bottom is very dirty, so I need to wash that with a brush. Okay. What I want to do now is I want to clean this O-ring that goes in here. I want to make sure it's clean here as well. I want to clean the oil cap. And now I need to go and clean this rather oily and dirty sump plug. Just want to show you something here. Can you see that reach? And on the side, it's on the inside. That's the aluminium washer that came off this sump plug. Do not reuse these, guys. Go and buy a new one. Okay? I cannot find the one that I had spare, so I'm going to have to go and buy another one now. Alright, so I got a copper washer for the sump plug. Always, always use a torque wrench. So I found out the torque specification for the sump plug on this bike is 29 Newton. So I'm going to put it on 29 Newton meter. Just want to make sure that I am correct. Yes. There's 28, there's 29 Newton. Okay. There it is. Okay. On this one, it's 8.9. Oh, 9.8, sorry. 9.8. So there's 7 Newton. That's almost 10. And this is 8 millimeter. So just make sure 7 plus 3 are. So this is 9.8. I have it just below 10. There it is. There you go. Always release your torque wrench. Never put it with strain on it. That's it. Now we can fill it with oil. Okay, so they say without this, without replacing the oil filter, the bike takes 2 liters. With an oil filter, it takes 2.5. Luckily, I have 3 liters. Throwing it straight out of the bottle. I just want to get rid of this red plastic thing here. We're on 600. We're on 500, as you can see. So, right. I think that's pretty much exactly to the brim. So you clean the oil cap. Make sure that rubber seat is there. And put a little bit of oil on it. Just to make sure that when you tighten it, it doesn't go in dry. There you go. There you go. Right. Okay, let's see. Keys, keys, keys. Give it a few turns. Right. Now we're going to put the spark plug cap back on. Okay, let's go. I'll say that should be it. And that's it, guys. Alright, guys. That's it for part 1. Join me in part 2, where we will be installing the air filter, the new spark plug, and doing a few other bits and bobs around the machine. Thanks for watching, and if this is the type of content that you enjoy watching, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It really does help. Until the next one, stay safe, ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.